so the next sleeve I'm going to show you is one that's not quite as labor intensive as the other one. The other one isn't super hard, but if you're not really sure about not cutting through the edge, or not really sure what I mean by that, then this might be a little easier for you, because you're going to draw the lines the same way, but this time you're going to cut completely through the pattern and separate the pieces. Then you're just going to spread it upward. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Start by drawing your lines again first, and draw them pretty evenly. You run into other problems when you don't draw quite as many lines. You get either your pattern fits kind of funny because you spread, or you use these big humongous pieces of pattern to spread with, or I don't know, that's the only thing I can think of. Your pattern would probably just fit funny and your edges wouldn't be as smooth. So as many separations as you can get to gather and spread something or whatever, I would suggest doing that. Okay, so, and right here I just showed you an example of what I mean by moving the pieces up, and I moved the first little piece of the cap up for you. I move that, and we're going to do this to each piece. Cut it straight across and slide it up, cut it straight across and slide it up. And if you're doing this manually, it would probably be better if you started at the bottom one, moved it up, and then cut this next piece and move this whole piece up. Cut the next piece, cut the next piece, cut the next piece. That way, you're not removing each piece that's above it. You're just starting at the lowest one and moving it up. A good way to make sure that you're doing this in line with everything is to, let me get another line here, is to draw a guideline all the way up. And that's just what this line is that I'm using here. Just get you a line. Let me color it something different. Different color, different color. Let's do red for now. Okay. So if we're moving this stuff up, in order for us to keep our pattern from being flawed from the get-go, when you move it up, just make sure we move it up and down like that, along our guideline. And if you do it, 2 inches each piece, as far as the space that's in between it, then just add 2 inches each piece. Okay, and this is what the finished product looks like. And this is just going to gather into your armhole, and that's about it. It's not going to gather up here where you see this flat part that's the same shape as your arm, so it would actually be helpful if you do some kind of notch right there. And you're going to put a notch here, and you would put a notch there, and then a notch at the end of your cap. So that way you're gathering all of this. You're going to leave this alone at the top. And as a quick side note here, just in case you have questions about this, if you look at mine, you see here, this is jutting out to the side. This is something that happens a lot when you're doing pattern making. If you look at your sleeve the basic way, and this is kind of abstract thinking here, so bear with me. Okay, look at your sleeve here. The way it does, it connects from here upward, obviously, right? So when you do the same thing, and you have all these gathers and you're spreading and everything, you're going to connect from this line that you have that's normal. You're going to connect up to this point, and then from this point to the next point in the same spot. So if you don't connect it anywhere else, make sure you connect it there, and then when you're meeting up towards this, you can connect around here somewhere. So it may not look exactly like mine, but any places where you have space like this is going to be extra fullness and ease added to your sleeve. So if you are the type of person that's really particular about stuff like that, then you want to make sure you don't have all this extra space in these places. So anyway, that's it. Enjoy your wonderful new sleeve patterns and experiment a little bit.